Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I hope you're doing well. And in today's video, we are going to learn three new words of vocabulary, specifically prepositions. Let's just learn the words and then we will look at how to make conjugation with them. So the three words are be, which means in, and then fi, which also means in, based on the context of the sentence and the word. But in general, fi is the one that's used more for the word in, and Allah, which means on, right? Allah. So it's not Allah, it's Allah. So, right. So let's start and see how we can conjugate or mix these words to say in him, in them, in you, in me, like that, right? All right. So the first one is be, we saw the words that you can join, right? So we just have to use the same formula. It's be he means in him, right? Uh, be him means in them, and then bika means in you, and be means in me, and bikum means in you, and bina means in us. And then for the feminine, if it's a female that we're referring to, then we can say biha, right? So let's look at the other one now. Fi. Fi also means in, and so you have fihi. So the reason, like you have instead of we learned rabbuhu, right? So the reason it is be he over here and be him for the first two, for the remaining ones, it's the same rule. Is because the Arabs changed this instead of biha, or it was kind of difficult to pronounce that, so it became bihi. Same over here. Sorry, right. So let's see this. Fihi means in him, and then fi him, fi him is in them, and then you have fika in you, which means in you, and then we have fia, which means in me, and then you have fikum in you when there is more than one people, and then you have fina, which is in us, and then you have fiha, right? So most of the rules are the same. You just have to take the word and add the person that you're referring to, and that forms the word, right? And then let's look one of the words in vocabulary which appears 176 times, and this is khair, which we learned it also in uh, the 6A, the video 6A, when we are learning about the Fajr Azan. So khair means good, all right? And let's practice this with a few questions. So hal that we saw is used to make a question, all right? And then you have hal fihi khair. So fi means in, he means him. So hal means is there goodness in him, right? So it doesn't follow the exact English translation like you have here in the end, but uh, once you know the meanings, it will start, making sense. So is there in him? He means in, he means him. Goodness. So is there goodness in him? So in English, it would be like this, right? And then you would reply a noun, which is yes, fihi khair. In him, there is goodness in him, right? Uh, so the sentence structure won't be exactly the same like you do it in English. The words can go ahead and behind in Arabic. All right. So let's look another one. Hal fihim khair. So is there goodness in them? So here it was him because it's fihi, and here you have fihim, which is them. The rest of the question is the same. And then you would reply, Naam fihim khair. All right. Okay. Then let's look at another example is hal fika khair. So now fika means you. You need to remember ka. So if you practice this enough, when you hear ka, you immediately should understand it's referring to you. And then you have to put the meaning of the word, which is fi. So in you. So hal means is there in you goodness, or is there goodness in you? In the English, that would be the right way to say it, right? And then you would say naam fiya khair. Sorry, this is a typo. So you are now Fia Khair. So That means now fia. So when somebody is asking you about you, he would say you, but then you, when you reply, you say me, right? So then you say fia khair. All right. So hal fikum khair, is there goodness in you all? And then you would say yes, fina khair. So again they're asking you all, and then when you reply you would say all of us, right? There's goodness in all of us. Okay, so let's look at the other word, which is on, and it means Allah. And then the same formula that we do is Allah is alayhi, uh, alayhim, alayhim, and then you have alayka, alayya, which means on me, alaykum, on you all. That's why we say salam alaikum, right? So it means peace be to you all, on you all. Alayna is on us, and alayha. Alayha is when you're talking about a female, right? Okay. So let's look at some examples which might help you to remember this. Is Bismillah. So Bismillah is in the name of Allah. So when you say Bismillah, it means B is in. So in the name of Allah, right? And then you have fi. So you also say fi sabilillah. So fi sabilillah means in the way of Allah. All right. So sometimes when you do charity or somebody is asking you for charity, or we say fi sabilillah, in the way of Allah, or in the name of Allah, right? And then you have Allah. So assalamu alaikum. So that's the example that I just gave you, is peace, all peace be on you all, right? Peace be on you all. So alaikum. So just remember that, and then hopefully this should be much more clearer. Right. I hope you like this video and it helped you to get a few more vocabulary. Slowly, once you start getting these vocabulary and you start reading the Quran, you will see words making sense, and you might see familiar words in the Quran, and this will help you to get a better understanding gradually, right? Please like and subscribe this video, and inshallah I will see you in the next